All right, Taurus, what's happening with you? Time to go ahead and knock out your bonus reading for the month of August. Can you believe it's already that time? I've already done the August reading. Now it's bonus time for August already. That's fucking nuts, dude. This year is flying by. Anyway, if you want information on personal readings, that is in the description of the video, along with my social media, Facebook and Instagram and all that good stuff, okay? Leah crystal page, where she sells crystal necklaces, crystal jewelry, crystal candles. You don't want to miss out on that. That's in the description of the video as well. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this. Those of you new to my channel, when I do bonus readings, the intention I put into it is to pick up on details that I missed in the main monthly reading. Okay, so now that we got all the babbling out of the way, what do we got for Taurus? What do we got for Taurus, universe? Important messages. There y'all are. There y'all are. Took a minute there. Took a minute for everybody to show up. There you are. 1, 2. Last shuffle for Taurus. Taurus, August 2020. Okay, overall, the Hangman reverse. All right. Okay, so the way people are perceiving you from the outside looking in, some of you are already dealing with somebody new, or are at least interested. Some of you are out looking for something new. On the inside, you feel like the 10 of Cups, okay? I feel like with the Hangman reverse here, as soon as you stop waiting on it, that's when it's gonna come in, okay? Now, people come to me all the time and ask me, why can't I find love? Because you're looking for it. If you start looking for love, you have actively engaged in a game of hide and seek. And the universe is going to hide it from you. So, the minute you let go and release yourself from the past, now it comes in. Okay? Now it comes in. There for a while, though, you were very, very uncomfortable because of some of you got abandoned. Some of y'all got ghosted. Some of y'all got ghosted. But though I think most of you felt abandoned in the past for quite some time and was not ready for anything new, okay? The Taurus card in the reverse. Not really, it's not that you don't want anything stable, it's just that, you know, when you feel abandoned, when you feel hurt, you don't really want anything new, you know? And the minute you release it and let go of it, bam, man. Y'all got something new coming in. It could be a water sign, earth sign, or air sign. Stovetop Ninja. I like that username. Thanks for that super chat. Appreciate it. Some of y'all could have an Aries headed your way. All right. Yeah, see? 7 of Cups reversed is the underlying energy right here. Whatever was in the past, I think, like the past situation, I see a big time loss of passion and interest. Okay? And again, as soon as you decide to stop trying to control, bam, that's when it can come in and start flowing for you, okay? I talk a lot about the science of manifestation in my personal readings. If you've ever had a personal reading from me, you probably heard me explain the science of manifestation to you, okay? And I think a lot of you are doing it by accident. As soon as you say, you know what, I'm done, I don't want any of that, I'm good. Bam, that's when it comes in, okay? The person you're dealing with, I feel like is making a decision of, like they definitely want this, okay? They got a lot of feelings for you, okay? This is good. This looks like new stuff. New stuff coming in for Taurus, okay? Well, I'm still gonna look at the person you're dealing with. We are gonna look at past person and new person, okay? So, this reading right here is really, really heavily emphasizing on something new. But let's go ahead real quick and read the past person, because I know not every single Taurus is dealing with a new person. Okay? So let's go ahead and read past person Taurus is dealing with. Okay? This is for Taurus people dealing with a past person. We're going to read, I'm going to structure this a little bit better eventually. But right now, just kind of whatever wants to come through, how they feel, what their intentions are, you know what I'm saying? What kind of potential there is. What actions they're gonna take. I'm eventually gonna okay, this card's how they feel, this card's the intentions, here's the action they're gonna take. I'm eventually gonna do that, but I just gotta let that come to me on the fly. I don't feel it just yet. Okay, let's get 6 shuffles. 1, 2, 3. 3 more. 2 more shuffles. All right, 4 Pentacles reversed. Some of y'all could be dealing with a Sagittarius or a Pisces. They're moving on from this though. Okay, could be a Scorpio you're dealing with. I really don't think they want to move on from this. They don't want to, but somebody here, I feel like they're transitioning on from this whether they want to or not. This person is ignoring the truth and ignoring the facts and ignoring the inner work that needs to be done. That's the big thing, y'all. That's the big thing. Inner work is very important, and it's not easy. I will never, ever steer you into believing that doing inner work is easy, okay? Anybody that tells you the inner work is easy is full of shit, okay? Inner work is very, very difficult, but we have to put forth effort. Have to put forth effort. If we don't put forth effort, if you don't take a step forward, you're never going to get there. You know what I mean? But anyway, I feel like this person is becoming, by the end of the month, at least, by the end of the month of August, this person will be pretty detached from this, I think. Right now, I think this person is just really, really off balance. And they've probably been holding a lot of things inside about how they feel about this to themselves. And I feel like they're spewing all that out right now with this moon in the reverse. And then they're going to end up, they're just pretty much emotionally detached from this after that. Okay? I feel like they're going to they either already did or they are really opening up about how they feel. Okay? Because they're really off balance. Ashley, thanks for that super chat. Appreciate it. And then, and then it's kind of like, okay, well, after I spilled my guts, now I'm just, I don't really have feelings anymore, you know, but they still don't really want to transition on from this. But I just kind of feel like the door is closed on this. Okay, there is kind of not really a choice. They're not really, they don't even really have any faith that this would work out anyway. Okay, you can want in one hand and shit in the other, right? Which one gonna fill up first? You know what I mean? So if you don't have any faith, a leap doesn't really help you. You know what I'm saying? So, let's go ahead and look at the new person. This is, what deck do I want to use? Radiant Rider-Waite. New person. This is new energy only. Taurus, people dealing with the new person. New energy only. New energy only. 1, 2, 3. 2 more shuffles. Okay. The Hangman in the reverse. Hey, same overall energy y'all got at the very beginning of the reading. I love it when that happens. Okay, this person, I feel like this person's been watching y'all for a while. This person probably watches you more than you know, okay? I think this person comes across real cold and closed off and detached. Kind of like Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, King of Pentacles type energy. But what they're doing is they're trying to avoid heartbreak, okay? Trying to avoid heartbreak right here. Some of y'all could have another person involved, okay? It could be a third party situation, but I feel like 10 of Swords, 3 of Swords, 10 of Swords reversed. This person is still healing up from a heartbreak in the past, and I think this person's probably like watching you, like watching your Facebook, watching everybody that you talk to, looking through all your comment threads, you know what I mean? Looking at everybody that likes your pictures, trying to say, okay, is this person, you know what I mean? They're almost kind of like spying on you. I don't think they trust you. That's weird. They got a lot of feelings for you. 4 of Swords reversed. But they're still healing from the past. They're still healing from the past. Okay, 3 of Cups reversed. 9 of Wands reversed. Okay, so what's happening right now, this is the slippery slope we're dealing with, okay? They're still healing from the past. So what do we do, ladies and gentlemen, that is like, if there was a surefire way to repeat the past, what do we do? What do we do? We take the past and we project it forward. I'm going to cross-analyze every little thing that you say. And I'm going to compare you to the last person that fucked me over. And if I dump enough energy into that, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to demand so that the universe has no choice but to bring forward an aspect of you that I can't trust. And yes, this matrix does function like that. Oh, yes, it does. Oh, yes, it does. We are multidimensional, multifaceted beings, okay? If you put enough insistence in not being able to trust somebody, that you're cross-examining everything that they say, the universe eventually will have no choice but to grant your wish and bring you a version of them that you cannot trust. See what I'm saying? So that's what makes me nervous here, okay? I want to get a few clarification cards on that. I'm going to get a few clarification cards because I saw the energy at the beginning of the reading. There's a lot of potential here. A lot of potential, but they don't trust you. I mean, it's not even you that they don't trust. That's the thing. You know what I mean? It's like they're not trusting. Just period. They're too wounded. You know what I mean? I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you're still wounded from the past, you don't need to be getting involved in a relationship. You need to heal. Okay? Because if you're still wounded, unless you are a hell of an energy worker, and you can separate connections with other people from your wounds, which is a lot harder to do than you would think, you need to focus on healing first before you like get in and get somebody else mixed up in your bullshit. You know what I mean? 1, 2, 3. Get some clarification cards here. Okay, 4 swords reversed again. Yeah, they're nervous and antsy and restless. Okay? That right now, as much potential as there would be if this person were to be able to exclusively heal themselves, exclusive from the connection, then there would be a lot of potential here. Okay, but they just don't trust the process. So that could bring everything to a screeching halt because they have a fear of abandonment. Okay? So let's look at the outcome resting in the current moment. Outcome resting in the current moment, which is always subject to change. There will be an overall advice for all Taurus people. First 3 cards will be the outcome with the past person. Second 3 cards will be the outcome with the new person. Sorry, y'all, if my energy is a little sluggish tonight. I have been, I signed up with a personal trainer a week and a half ago, or a week ago, something like that. I've been training very hard at the gym, and I'm like, my whole body is on fire, you know? Like all my muscles are just lit on fire because my trainer's been handing my ass to me, you know what I mean? So if I seem a little sluggish tonight, everybody always is worried about what's going on with me. I always get 10,000 judgments and assumptions about my life every time I'm a little bit sluggish on camera. That's what's going on. I've been training my ass off at the gym. 1, 2, and 3. Boom, the Tower card, okay? So, all Taurus people. Whenever the Tower wants to fall, if universe pushes the Tower over, don't fight and force to try to hold it up. Step away and let it fall. Step away and let it fall, okay? You have no idea, as scary as that can be, a lot of times universe will kick this Tower over because it has a mansion for you. Like, dude, get out of that fucking tower, man. I got a mansion for you over here. But so many people just want to struggle for this little bullshit tower. You know, I want to keep this tower so bad. Dude, I got a mansion for you. What do you want this little tower for, man? I ain't gonna do nothing for you. You know what I mean? Let the tower fall. Okay? Outcome with the past person. I think this is divine intervention. Okay? Divine intervention. I think communication is going to end up blocked. Communication is going to end up blocked. Could be a Virgo that you're dealing with here, but I don't really think it's going to be very successful. Okay? One, the other, or both of you is going to block communication or just stop responding. Okay? Hermit reversed. Okay? I think you're having a difficult time sitting alone with yourself, and that's a problem. That's a problem. You need to learn to enjoy your alone time. But for now, I get it. It's painful. It hurts. Okay, right on. But I don't really think it's communication is going to be consistent all month long for you. Okay. Outcome with the new person here. I do think Hangman Reverse keeps coming up. And this is a totally different deck, y'all. Hangman Reverse keeps coming up for this new person. So this is definitely something that's kind of coming in unexpectedly once you release and let go of the past. Those of you dealing with a new person. And I do think that somebody is coming forward with an offer here, but this Five of Wands energy right here, okay, I think it's going to end up in an argument. It's going to end up in an argument. Whoever it is that's taking the past and projecting it forward, what do you expect to happen? See what I'm saying? What do you expect to happen? Probably going to end up in an argument. Going to end up in an argument, okay? If somebody is that insistent on comparing you to a past person, of course a fight's going to pop off. Of course. Absolutely. Okay? Okie dokie. Things to watch out for and advice moving forward. This is for everybody. Taurus, cross watchers, supporters, haters, everybody. Okay? This is spiritual and life advice for everybody. Everybody that has eyes to see and ears to hear, okay? Three more shuffles. Strength in the reverse. Okay, so you need to step out of your comfort zone. Okay, now Taurus people, look, I'm very familiar with Taurus energy. I'm very familiar with it, okay? Very. I know that one thing that y'all love is your fucking comfort zone, okay? You might want to give the comfort zone a rest for a little bit and allow yourself to be uncomfortable for an extended period of time. See, here's the way comfort zones work. If you could imagine, I wish I had, I don't. Anyway, if you could imagine it like a dome. Imagine your comfort zone is like a dome, and here you are, and you got all this shit in your comfort zone. Good things, bad things, just comfortable shit that you've been familiar with. You know, routines, and you and your routine, Taurus. Good fucking Christ, your routines. Anyway, you step out of that comfort zone and stay outside of it long enough, that little dome will expand to fit you in it. And all that shit that was outside of that comfort zone that was at one point uncomfortable will become comfortable. That's the way it works. I learned that living under a bridge. I sure did. And then you step outside of your comfort zone again, stay outside of it long enough, all that shit out there, it will become comfortable. Your comfort zone will expand to fit you back in it. And the more you step out and the further you run away from your comfort zone, before you know it, your comfort zone is huge. And you have transformed yourself as a person. As a person. Just by allowing yourself to be uncomfortable for an extended period of time. Okay? I think right now, those of you dealing with a new person need to take it slow. Okay? You need to understand. It's very important. And I know this is a hard pill for a lot of people to swallow, and that's fine. It was hard for me to swallow too. Every single person that enters your life, every person that enters your life is a very near and dear soul mate. Okay, the good, the bad, the ugly, all of them. All you need to do is figure out, what did that connection teach me about me? Every connection that you have, what did you learn? The first thing we always want to do when asked what we learn is point the finger out here. I learned this about these people. I learned that about you. I learned this about those people. That's fine. That's cool. Go ahead and get that out of your system. What'd you learn about you? If you didn't learn nothing about you, you didn't learn shit. You didn't learn shit. Nope. Okay? Do not allow anxiety to control the show. Okay? A lot of people ask me, how do I become more intuitive? Let me break it down to you like this, okay? You have ego and you have intuition, okay? One is not better than the other. We need to distinguish the difference without judgment between the two, okay? And I mean without judgment, because every time we hear that word intuition, we always assume good. And when we hear the word ego, we always assume bad. No, they can both be good or bad depending on the intention behind it, okay? However, it's very important to distinguish the difference between the two. And one of the ways that you get your ego to shut up and let your intuition run the show is, again, step outside of your comfort zone and allow your ego to be nervous and scared for a while. The ego likes to control the show. It likes to know what's coming. It likes to have a sense of foresight, and it loves the illusion of control. Barbara, thanks for that super chat. Appreciate it. So when the ego feels like it knows what's coming, that it's in control of the show, and it's planning, and it's figuring everything out, and you know what I'm saying, then the ego feels safe. But the minute the universe slaps that blindfold on us, the ego gets scared as a motherfucker. You get these little intuitive nudges. Do this. The ego wants to control the show. No, that doesn't make any sense. Okay? Well, if you can imagine the ego you is like a little piss ant crawling through the carpet, and you are your higher self. Okay? The piss ant's trying to get from this end of the room to that end of the room. You see the whole damn picture. You see what I'm saying? You have a huge view of where the piss ant's going, but it can't see nothing. You know? So I'm going to tell you things that you may not be able to calculate with your little piss ant brain. You know what I mean? But I promise you, you need to listen to me. Well, that's what happens. Our intuition, our oversoul, is trying to tell us, go this way. No, that way. And the ego's like, nope, that doesn't make any sense. Well, no shit, it doesn't make any sense. The only thing the ego knows how to do is collect data and build defense mechanisms. That's really all it's good at doing. And it's not very good at doing that. You know what I mean? So what we need to do is we need to follow that little voice. And it's scary. What if this happens? What if that happens? Okay, well, what if it does? Let's see. After a while of following that weird little voice, the ego is good at doing this. It's good at, again, collecting data and drawing conclusions. After a while of being nervous and being scared and living on the seat of your pants and being afraid of the worst case scenario, after a while, your ego's going to go, you know what? I've calculated. Somehow, I don't know how, it doesn't make any sense to me, but that little fucking voice, it knows a thing or two. I don't know how it knows every single time, because to me, I can't calculate it. It makes 0 sense. Okay? But somehow that little voice, that little bitty whisper in the back of the head, knows what it's talking about. Because every time we listen to it, shit works out somehow. Makes 0 sense, but it works out somehow. I think I'm going to take a step back and chill and quit trying to run the show. And from now on, when that little voice says something, I'm going to do it and relax, because I've learned over a period of time of collecting data and drawing conclusions, which is what I'm good at doing because I'm the ego, that little voice somehow knows what it's talking about. So I'm going to relax. That's how you become more in tune with your intuition. You have to deal with discomfort. You have to deal with anxiety and deal with the fear. Do not make decisions based on fear. Do not let your fear run the show. Fear is going to happen. We're humans. We're egos. Okay? We're spiritual beings in ego form. Fear is a part of being a human, being in an ego form, an ego skin suit. That fear is just part of it. Do not let fear make decisions for you. Do not let fear run the show. Okay? It'll go away eventually. It will. Okay? And last but not least, pay attention to your tongue when you communicate. Not like physically, but like, okay, don't communicate with too sharp of a tongue. Okay? The Queen of Swords, upright. I've given this lecture 1,000,000 times. If you've heard me say this, just bear with me, okay? There's new faces in here all the time. The Queen of Swords is the most wise woman in the entire tarot. She's very wise. She does not let her emotions make decisions for her. She's very factual. She's very wise. She's very logical. And she's very knowledgeable, okay? She speaks the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, okay? Audra, thanks for that super chat. Appreciate it. Thanks for the positive feedback. So when you are a truth speaker, and I'm a king of swords, so this is my responsibility too. I'm an Aquarius. When you are a truth speaker, there is no way to avoid pissing people off. You are going to piss people off. There are lots and lots and lots of people out there who have built their entire identity around a box of lies. The entire box that they live in is all made of lies. When you threaten somebody's box of beliefs, it's going to piss them off. You are going to have people get mad at you. You are going to have people call you names and judge you and all this, that, and the third. The difference is she does not have the intention of hurting you behind her words. Okay? She tells you the truth to help you. Okay? It's just like a toddler throwing a fit because you're trying to get the toddler to eat vegetables. So it's throwing a fit, and it's throwing shit, and it's throwing a little temper tantrum. It's so mad because you're so mean making him eat broccoli. Well, he's not evolved enough to understand that you're helping him, right? Same thing when you speak the truth and somebody starts throwing a fit. But she's not doing it to be mean. Just like your mom's not being mean when you were 3 years old and your mom was making you eat broccoli. Your mom wasn't being mean, she was helping you. You just weren't evolved enough to understand it. The Queen of Swords reversed is a bitch. She's a bitch. She does say things with the intent to hurt, with the intent to cut. Okay? Don't do that. You can still get the same message across with no intent to hurt. Will it hurt some people? Yes, it will. There's no way to avoid that. But you don't have to intend to hurt with your words. You and only you are responsible for the intention that pushes your words out of your mouth. Okay? You have intention and you have words. If your intention is harmful, bam, Queen of Swords reversed. You're spitting harmful shit out of your mouth. Okay? If your intention is good, benevolent, okay, this may be painful, but it's going to help you, then that's Queen of Swords upright. So if you're going to take the Queen of Swords approach, don't have any harmful intent behind your words, okay? Anywho, I feel like the messages my Taurus people needed to hear have come through. So we're going to go ahead and end the reading here. Again, information for personal readings is in the description of the video, okay? I'm gonna probably go ahead and head off here. I don't really have a whole lot to babble about, I don't think. I think we got a couple of announcements coming up, but we're probably gonna save that for tomorrow. Nothing that's really important that needs to be announced tonight. Greatly appreciate everybody submitting hilarious pictures for the 200K giveaway. It's fucking hilarious, man. I love it. I love it. We will be picking Friday. We will be picking some people to send some stuff to. Greatly appreciate everybody that tuned in and played along. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you all for the likes, the comments, the super chats, and all that good jazz. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity, okay? Have a good one.